Cheers. It's me, Dee Dee. The husband is sleeping, so I thought I would go live for a little while and see who came in and wanted to chat. I have no agenda, nothing specific to talk about. I am trying to keep it kind of low tone here so that I don't wake him up because this is my desk and it's literally against the bedroom wall on the other side. So voices travel, the noise carries. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you all had a great day. I had an interesting day at work. Just the same old check in books, check out books, library stuff. But yeah, it was okay. It was fairly busy. It wasn't too bad though. But the holidays are here and things pick up around the holidays no matter what job you have. Anyway, I'm just going to probably ramble for a while unless anybody comes in and actually says something to me that I can respond to. Because after all, when you're live and all the world is watching you, not really all the world, but you know what I mean. You got to say something. You can't just sit there like a bump on a pickle saying nothing because it looks kind of silly. So I guess I will start out by showing you some pictures of some of the food I made, which you probably already saw on my community page anyway. So I'm going to show you anyways, whatever. This was a pizza I made. You can barely see it, but that pizza was so good. That was a pita pizza. Who knew that pitas could make such good pizza crusts, especially in the air fryer? And this was yesterday's meal. There's some sweet potatoes and some pasta and some broccoli going on there. So that was pretty good stuff. And this morning, I ate 2 breakfasts, actually. I think actually that first one was my breakfast with the banana and the sweet potato and the pasta and broccoli. And then I was still hungry. So then I made myself a salad with some fruit and some tomatoes. And then that is just some healthy multigrain bread with some homemade hummus and cilantro on the top of it. That was so good. That filled me up. I was like, I'm good to go now. I'm going to go to work. And when I got to work in the break room, there was cookies. So I had 1 cookie. I do still eat sweets, y'all. I do. I'm not totally limiting myself because I know me. If I say you can't eat this and you can't eat that, you're not allowed to eat that, I will eat everything in sight. I will binge. So there is no food off limits. It is you can have anything you want. Do you really want that thing? And if I really want it, I eat it. That's how I'm doing this. This was tonight's dinner. What I made was 2 bean burgers. You can't really see them very well, but they're over here on this side. 2 bean burgers, 2.5 actually. And then I had my little Anaheim peppers stuffed with cream cheese, and of course my cucumbers and tomatoes and some hummus on the top. And I also had some quinoa, which is not shown there. And then for dessert, I took like 4 chocolate chips, melted them in the microwave, and took a quarter of a banana and dipped it in that and chowed down. So I'm good for the day. And all of that was under my normal calorie allotment, which was awesome. So I'm kind of proud of myself. I actually had a good day today of eating and did not eat like a pig and end up regretting it later. Yeah. So I was going to go to this marriage thing online on the Zoom chat. Every time I try to get on it, I can't get on it. So I gave up and I said, you know what? I'm just going to go live on YouTube since my husband's sleeping. I got nothing better to do. I'm not cleaning today because I'm lazy. No, I did the vacuuming and cleaning in the living room yesterday. And I did fold quite a bit of clothes yesterday. I got all my dishes done right after dinner. Oh, I have a new setup in my kitchen. You guys are going to laugh. You've seen my swing in the back room, which is no longer there anymore. You've seen my kitty litter pool, the little baby pool that we used for cat litter, which we no longer use. You have also seen, I think a long time ago, my mattress wall, my box spring wall in here. It was like right over here where those curtains are. There used to be a box spring up there, and then this was our bedroom, mine and Matthew's. Well, check this out. Yes, that is a mini trampoline in front of the sink. I don't know if you can see it very well. Yeah, you can. Kind of glary. But on the floor in front of the sink is a mini trampoline called a rebounder. Why is that there? Hey, Super Cereal. I'm well, thank you. How are you? The reason for that trampoline being there, and there is a cat food bowl and a cat laying there because I was feeding Mimi and she decided she wanted to get up away from the other cats. Good, good. What's new? So I put a pillow up there. She climbed on it, and then I put the cat food bowl up there for her. But normally I kneel on that pillow next to the sink to do my dishes because it takes the pressure off my back and my sides, my hips, my legs. So yeah, that's why that's there. I'm all about improvising and being resourceful when I need to be because life sometimes warrants that sort of thing. Right now, I am drinking some green tea with a little bit of stevia drops in it, just because I was kind of thirsty and I needed to get some water, and I'm just kind of sick of water right now. I wake up in the morning now every day. I try to get one of these drank in the morning before breakfast. It is 18 ounces, so that's 18 ounces of water before I even touch my breakfast. However, today I got hungry before I finished drinking the water, which is why there's a tiny bit of water still left in here, which I'm going to drink right now. So now that's gone. I'm trying to aim for 3 of those a day. So 18 times 3, what is that? Is that 36, I think? Or is 18 times 2 36? Oh, I think 18 times 2 is 36. So yeah, which would make that, let's see, 36 plus 10 would be 46. I think that's like 54 ounces, 3 of those. I don't know. I'm terrible at math. I hope I got that somewhat close. Some of you math buffs can like leave me a comment down below as to what 3 of those bottles, 3 times 18 would be. Unless you know, Super Cereal, if you're still here. Anyhow, it is a good amount of water. Far be it from me ever to drink my weight in water. That's probably not ever going to happen. But as long as I can get some good amounts of water in me and stay hydrated, I'm happy with that. So I know what I can tell you. There is something called something integration. I can't remember the full name of it. When you want to form a habit, by writing it down, you're more likely to do it, is what they've proven. So what the pattern is I will blank at whatever time you'll do it at, in whatever place you'll do it at, or wherever you're doing it. So my 3 are, I will drink 18 ounces of water at 7 a.m. in bed daily, meaning before I even get up, that water is going to be sitting next to me. I'm going to sit there and drink it before I even get out of the bed in the morning. That's my goal. That way I will have it drunk and then I can get up and I can make my breakfast and not have to worry about it. Then I will do 10 minutes of exercise at 8:30 a.m. in the living room. So this morning I did the Christmas workout by Zumba Sulu, which was really fun and really exhausting. I made it through 13 minutes and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm not doing any more. 13 minutes was good enough for me. And then the third one is I will do and check off 15 to 21 tweaks on my app when I finish my breakfast meal in the living room at 8 a.m. What is a tweak? Let me show you. I'm glad you asked. Not that you did, because nobody's really talking, and that's okay. Let me find my tweaks and show you. This is called the Daily Dozen. I forget who the dude is that puts this out. One of those plant-based people. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. It shows you all the little beans, greens, berries, all the things that you should eat per day and the serving amounts that you should eat them in. There's even a beverage one, an exercise one, a B12 one, because you should be taking B12 if you're doing vegetarianism and not eating meat. not because there is B12 in the animal that you eat. The animal actually eats the B12 from eating the dirt on the crops that the animal eats. So when you eat the animal, that's how you're getting the B12. However, unless you're going to sit down with your mouth to the ground and eat dirt, you're probably not going to get the B12. So yes, you'll need to take a supplement if you are doing veganism or vegetarianism. I think I am leaning somewhere between flexitarian and vegetarian. Somebody had commented on my channel about, hey, don't call yourself a vegan. You eat milk or you drink milk or you eat milk products or eggs or whatever, you're not a true vegan. Okay, I will say I'm a flexitarian kind of vegetarian. I'm in between there. I can't make up my mind, honestly, because all that is really steady with me is that I've pretty much eliminated all the oils out of my diet, although I did use oil on the pan tonight for the bean burgers because they were sticking terribly no matter what I did to them. And if I would have added water to that pan, those bean burgers would have been a mess because it'd be all mushy and stuff. So I did add a little bit of oil to the pan. But no, I have not had any type of animal, quote unquote, meat ever since I started this on the 17th of December, I believe it was. Or, no, I'm sorry, November. We're in December. We just started December, Laura. What are you doing? Yeah, we're only on the 6th of December. My bad. All right, so anywho, so yeah, that's where the B12 idea comes from. If you're a vegetarian, you will need your B12. It's on the bottom there. And you heard me say tweaks. That's not the tweak. Those are my goals. The tweaks, up at the top it says tweaks. See up here? Press that little tweaks, and then it moves over to this screen. And it's probably backwards, all messed up here. Preload with water. So what they want you to do is basically drink your water first. 2 cups of cool or cold unflavored water before each meal. Now, I do not do that before each meal. I really need to start, but I had to start somewhere. So breakfast was the meal I chose. So 2 cups of water before I even get out of the bed. So that'll be before my meal, because then I eat soon after that. And then it says preload with negative calorie foods. So before each meal, you've heard me talk about this before. You either have a salad or a soup. So like a vegetable soup, which is homemade, which I still have not made. I really miss my Instant Pot, y'all. I really, really do. Unfortunately, my Instant Pot decided to stop working. The plug no longer worked all of a sudden. So I no longer have an Instant Pot. If I did, that soup would already be made and it would keep being made, so I wouldn't have to run out of it all the time. But as of now, I have to make the soup on my one burner, so I will eventually. I have some good vegetable broth, and there are lots of vegetables put into it, so I'm pretty excited about that. But that would be my negative calorie food. I would start with a bowl of soup, or I would start with a bowl of salad, and I would eat that first before I even start eating my starches or any type of other food. And then the next one is incorporate vinegar, 2 teaspoons with each meal. Well, I did that today. I actually put vinegar in the bean burgers. So there was vinegar in that. And I also used my homemade grape. It's either grape or strawberry low sugar or sugar-free dressing that I made. You take vinegar, like apple cider vinegar or balsamic vinegar. You mix that with some maple syrup. And yes, you can put some jelly in it too if you want. I think I did this time around. I probably won't next time. And then you mix that up really good, little bit of water, and you make yourself a salad dressing. There's probably more in it than that, but that's what I remember. So there was that salad dressing I poured over my broccoli, I believe, this morning. And then I had the vinegar and the bean burgers. So I checked off 2 little boxes there for the vinegar. So yeah, I did that. And then the other one is enjoy undistracted meals. One of the biggest things we do wrong when we eat is we're doing other things while we're eating. We're multitasking, we're checking our phone, we're watching TV, we're looking at the computer, we're talking to Joe Schmo from, the neighbor from down the street, whatever. We're not sitting there actually paying attention to what we're eating. So undistracted meals. Now, Matthew was in the back room where he might have still been in bed. I don't know. But I ate my meal out here undistracted. I set a timer. That's the next rule. 20-minute rule. You set a timer for 20 minutes. You start with your veggies like your broccoli or your salad or your soup, whatever. And for 20 minutes, you eat that and your next part of your meal, which will be a higher starch, like your potatoes or maybe your pasta if you're doing pasta, sweet potatoes, whatever your starch is, quinoa. And then you eat that. And then you ask yourself, am I still hungry? If you are, then you go back through the same process. You eat your soup first, then you eat your green vegetable or your leafy vegetable, and then you eat your higher starch. Then, if you're still hungry, you can do it again. It doesn't take me 3 times. I know I'm hungry after like the second plate, if I even get to that. So, since I did that this morning, I didn't have any problem when I got back from work. When it was time to eat, I was like, I know exactly how much I want to eat right now. I know when I'm going to be full. And I was pretty much right. That's exactly how it panned out. Your body eventually catches up with what you're doing and it understands, hey, she's giving me this allotment of foods that I can eat. I'll let her know when I'm good and full. All right. Then they have this here. Every day, enjoy your daily doses right here. Cumin, and that's black cumin. I've never even seen black cumin. Garlic powder and ground ginger, nutritional yeast. You're supposed to check each one of those out off as you eat them each day, and then regular cumin as well. And then the next one is stay dehydrated. Sure. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. So you want to make sure you're getting your water in, your fluids in, your tea, whatever. They say that 3 cups of green tea is great. I have not had 3 cups. I got my 1 cup right here, which this 1 cup is probably equal to 2 cups. So I technically, if I didn't have the hydrated checked, I could have, but I already checked it. So then it says deflour your diet. So they want you to get rid of all of your white flour foods and eat whole grains. Hey, Evelyn, hi. So I have done that. I don't eat white flour. Well, I did eat the cookie today. I have to say, I did eat the cookie. I'm sure that was not whole grain flour. It's just a chocolate chip or M&M cookie, and it was made with white flour. So yes, occasionally I will get some white flour in there. So I did not check that completely off. I actually checked a couple of them, I think. Let's see. No, I didn't check it off at all, and I don't think I will. And then front load your calories. That just basically means that either breakfast or lunch is your largest meal and then dinner is small. I don't eat dinner anymore. I literally eat 2 meals. That's it. Breakfast, lunch. I might have 2 plates at breakfast time, but I literally eat 2 meals. No more dinner times. And I definitely don't eat past 6 o'clock anymore either, unless there's some special thing. And then I get really irritated because I hate when I get on this situation where I want to stick to something and then somebody's like, hey, do you want to go out to eat? And it's like 8 o'clock at night and we're eating and I'm kicking myself going, why didn't you just tell them no? Tell them you'll go out for lunch sometime, but you don't do dinner, or just go out and don't eat. That's hard to do though. When your friend is sitting there eating a full course meal and you're looking at that food going, man, I wish I had something to eat, just simply because it's there in front of you. Yeah, you're probably not going to say, oh, well, I'm just going to sit here and keep you company while you eat. It's also going to make the friend uncomfortable. And, let's be real here. Then it says to optimize time restrict your eating. That's fasting, intermittent fasting. Like I said, I'm done by 6 o'clock. And today I was technically done at 4, but then I got a little bit of a hungry spell. So I had a quarter of a banana dipped in a few chocolate chips. But now I'm literally done. I was done at 6:30. So, and then optimize exercise timing. They want you to time your exercise ideally in the very, early morning. But they're saying there is advantage to exercising at least 6 hours after your last meal. So like before breakfast, if you can, before dinner, if you eat it early enough, maybe before lunch. They're saying that you burn the most calories that way. And then they say to weigh yourself twice a day, which I can't because I don't have a working scale, y'all. My scale is terrible. I don't even step on it anymore. It's so depressing because it'll give me like 3 different weights if I step on it 3 different times. And it's like, well, which one do I choose? Which one is accurate? I don't know. So I need to get a really good scale at some point, and I hope to. That's what it's called. Implementation intentions. So I was telling you a moment ago about the implementation intentions. I will drink 18 ounces of water at 7 a.m. in bed daily. That before I even wake up. Now you have to put something else after that. If I miss this time, so the saying or the statement is, if this happens, I will this happen. This is what I'll do, basically. So if I miss this time, I will drink my 18 ounces of water when I recall that I was supposed to do it. So as soon as I know, oh man, I got up and I didn't drink my 18 ounces of water, I will drink it right then and there. The other one is the 10 minutes of exercise at 8:30 in the morning. If I'm unable to exercise at 8:30 in the morning, I will do 5 minutes of stretching. The other one is checking off the 15 to 21 tweaks, which is what I'm reading you right now. These are the tweaks. If I can't complete 15 of them in the day, I will aim for 10 tweaks or 5 at the least. So this is to give me kind of a specific goal. Interesting. What is a libtard? I don't know what that even means. The icon, welcome to my room. Can you explain what a libtard is? You have to clarify it. Okay, and then install update to keep device secure. Okay, it's not going to let me do anything till I install this anyway. I'll tell you more in a minute. I don't know how long this will take. I'm updating my system. I'm pretty sure all these people that come into my room are one same person under different names. So, and I don't really mind, as long as they don't get ridiculous. This is kind of a free-for-all tonight. What is that thing? Is that a Pac-Man eating something? I don't know. I can't see it. I'm not sure what that thing is, but since I don't know if it's an inappropriate picture, I'm going to remove the picture just in case, because I don't need any strikes on my channel. So be careful what you post in here. This is not that much of a free-for-all. Oh, it's about liberal. Okay, so they're calling us both libtards, apparently. I'm apparently liberal. I don't think so. I'm very conservative. I technically voted for Trump, so I didn't technically vote at all because I never turned my vote in. I didn't realize I hadn't mailed it. I think it was during all that COVID scare or something. I don't remember. But I remember finding the envelope going, oh man, I never even sent the vote in. Darn it. Oh, you're playing with me. Okay. Gotcha. That's fine. I don't know. I don't know half the time when somebody's being serious or pulling my ink in my chain, so to speak. So you have to bear with me on that. I'm not the wisest person when it comes to that. I'm just happy when people talk. I mean, it's pretty sad, but it's like I'd rather have you talk than be sitting here and what on earth? Is that my husband's phone? It's probably my husband's phone. Anyway, I'd rather have somebody talking about something than sitting here talking to myself. And if it means somebody's going to be goofy, then okay. Somebody trying to get me into doing a 5-day challenge. Ugh. I was doing a veggie challenge, but I had to delete it because it would not work on my phone anymore. So, yeah. Does that mean girlfriends? Liberals make good girlfriends? I wouldn't know. I'm a woman. I don't choose to operate that way. I have a husband. I don't have a girlfriend. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. Liberals make good girlfriends. I'm happy to know that, I guess. I mean, I think right now everybody's against everybody else. If you're liberal, you're bad because the conservatives think you want too many rights. And if you're conservative, you're bad because you want to squelch everybody's rights. So, it's hard to get along regardless because everybody's against each other. So you're not anti anything. I am definitely anti some things, but I'm not going to discuss that here because I don't need any flack. And there's a lot of dangerous characters playing around right now, not necessarily online, like actually in person. There's been some shootings near me and some other things that went on that are not cool. Yeah, I don't like hate either. I agree with you on that. I think, you know what I think? Christians are often up in arms over certain practices or things or lifestyles or whatever. And here's my thought. This world, if you are a Christian, you believe the Bible, this world is not our home. This is a temporary place. So you're not going to change the fact that everybody has rights and everybody's going to practice what they want in their life. Just if it's not bothering you, pray for the person and leave them be. And be kind to them because you don't know what their life holds. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know if in a couple weeks they're going to have some kind of a disease and they're going to need care and love. And, you might burn that bridge with somebody that you could be there for and help them through that. So, just think about that, I guess. Because, yes, there's a lot of hate in this world, way too much hate, online and offline. Good point, Evelyn. Anyway, my new screensaver on my phone is this so far. Because to me, that looks so yummy, and it just reminds me of how health-giving all those vegetables are. Yes, we are good humans. Definitely. I agree, Evelyn, for sure. And I'm sure you have giftings and talents and things about you that are unique to you, and everybody has something they can contribute in this world, no matter who they are. So, well, I mean, within reason. That's why Trump lost, because he was hateful. Is that what you mean, Super Serial? I mean, I'm fine. Oh, because I didn't vote. That's what you're saying, right? Because I never turned my vote in. I doubt that's why he lost. I'm sure my vote did not matter that much. It was not the deciding one. Yeah. No. I mean, I had every intention of voting. I really thought I sent it in, and then I found it in the house 2 weeks later. I'm like, oh, man, I never turned it in. I know you're just playing around. I get that. But I highly doubt that's why he lost. I'm sure there's things behind the scenes and little theories that people have as to why he lost and why other people won and, whatever. I don't think the fate of the world rests on the shoulders of one person called a president. There are other people in Congress that help decide things. So it's not just the dude you put into the White House controls all. There are checks and balances with all of that. So, and I don't understand all that stuff. I'm not a politic buff by any means. I just know that the world is run, or the United States are run in many facets by different parts of government. You love the process. Interesting. Well, I voted locally not all that long ago. We had to vote for local people, and I did vote for that. And I tried to be as informed as I could in the voting process, but I honestly didn't know a whole lot about the people I was voting for. I did some research, so I knew pretty much what I wanted to vote, and pretty much just conservative right across the bat. Right across the board, I should say. Yeah. I'm very conservative when it comes to that. For a while, I was independent. Then I was right to life for a while. And now I just vote Republican all the way because that's what I am. And however, my whole family are all Democrats. Go figure. I was raised in a Democratic household. Okay, Evelyn. I know when the Bills played, my ex-husband and his wife and Amber all sat downstairs at Anna's house and watched the Bills game. So that's a big thing in our family is if the Bills are playing, that's what everybody's doing is watching the Bills game. Except me, I'm really not a football person. So I was raised in New York. Yes. Yes. Buffalo, New York. Super Serial, why don't you change the subject since the subject is offending you in some way? I'm fine with whatever topic as long as it's not graphically violent, perverted, or in any way inappropriate for my room or involving any type of cuss words. I'm pretty open tonight. It's a free for all within certain boundaries. There you go. That solves that problem. Get into the fight and then you can chat offline. You're working, making the world go round. That's cool. Yeah, I hear you. I really want to get a laptop so I can work from home and get a few more hours in. I would love that. So I'm hoping to eventually, maybe with tax money, buy myself a nice laptop and start hitting the Rat Race Rebellion site again so I can find something. Canceling out your vote. Oh man. Time is it getting to be? 7:22. Still kind of early. It's getting there though. Yeah, these days when the clocks get turned like that, I'm just like so tired so soon because it feels like it's way later than it is. At 3 o'clock, it felt like it was 6 o'clock today. Crazy. Evelyn, I am glad that your job is working out for you. I know when I first talked to you, when you very first started that job, you were like, I'm getting out of here. I hate it. I can't stay here anymore. And apparently you stuck it out and it worked out for you. So good for you. Same with me. I wasn't sure I was going to stay at my job either. I'm glad I did. I don't regret it. Oh, wow. You don't check your email very often, huh? I'm always checking my email, but I wish I didn't have so much of it. Just a bunch of junk. And I keep deleting things that add me on and stuff. 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't know if I would like to work that shift. That's kind of hard. I mean, for me, because I'm tired early at night. 8:30, I start getting sleepy. I did find out that I cannot eat beans at any time if I don't want to be sleepy and tired and want to be looking for a bed for a nap. Because beans just too much carbs. I think it raises my sugar and then crashes it down somewhat. So I don't know exactly why beans do what they do, but they make me very tired. So, and I did eat some tonight for sure. So I probably will be, retiring soon to the bed. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's good. You got to protect your relationships for sure. A job is one thing, but you don't want to diss your significant other for, you know, job situations if you don't have to. Hmm. Well, Secret Santa time is coming up at my job, and I would like to know if any of you want to help me out with some good ideas for Secret Santa gifts. I do know the person that I'm doing Secret Santa with is into sports. So she likes sports, and she basically said she'd be happy with any type of gift. So if anybody wants to drop me some ideas down below in the comments for Secret Santa gifts, that'd be great. Got to wait till my next paycheck to go out and get any of them, though. We're supposed to do 4 little ones and then one $15 to $20 one after that. So I'll have to put a little bit of money aside. And the little ones can be 50 cents to $1 for the little gifts. So that'll be cool. I think she's into maybe baseball. Yeah, the guidelines are 50 cents to $1. Hi, Northern Girl. No, there's no real topic, Northern Girl. You came in at a perfect night. I'm just passing time with some friends, whoever comes in, and we're just talking about whatever, just random stuff. So, I'm calling it the flexitarian vegetarian diet. It's not a diet, actually. It's a lifestyle. There's no more diets. This is literally how I plan on eating the rest of my life because there's nothing forbidden to me, literally. So it's not something I go on and go off of. I literally wake up in the morning and I have whatever kind of water soluble vegetable I can find. And then that's on half of my plate. So, like maybe a half a plate of broccoli. And then on the other half, a little higher starchy type vegetable, like a potato or a sweet potato or something like that. No butter, no oil. If I want to top it with anything, I'll top it with hummus or maybe salsa. I found some really good salsas. There's one that we have that's pineapple peach, I think. And then there's peach something else salsas. Those are really good on potatoes. So yeah, you just eliminate the butter, the oil, the animal products like meat and things like that, animal bodies, as I call it. With the exception of Arby's fish when they get it in. I will be having a fish sandwich. I already know that. So that is coming up whenever that happens because I absolutely love Arby's fish sandwich. And sometimes you got to have a treat. Anyway, and it's not healthy for me. I know that. Yeah. And then I do the same thing for lunch and dinner, and then like fruit for dessert or a snack. Grains, yes, thank you. I occasionally will have toast if I want it. No butter on it. I will have hummus on the toast. I'll have avocado on the toast. I'll have beans on the toast, or just plain toast with nothing on it. I'm fine with that too. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon and stevia if you want it sweet. There's so many ways of eating that honestly, I don't think people consider if they're used to eating the typical what they call the SAD, the SAD diet, which is the standard American diet. I have to have imagination because I think you'd get pretty bored if you didn't. So I come up with stuff, but honestly, it's not my imagination. It's TikTok, it's YouTube, it's Instagram, that kind of stuff. I get my ideas from there. I don't really create them myself, although I will tweak the ideas I get from those places and kind of throw a little flair of me in there sometimes. But yeah, if you want any ideas or you want to, chit chat with me about it, you can email me or we can text or whatever you want to do. I'll help you along. It's not that hard to do. As of yet, I can't tell you whether I have lost weight on it because I literally just started it. I'm only like in the 3rd week of it. So, it takes a little while to get your body. First of all, you're used to eating animal-based products and you're used to eating dairy and cheese and all that stuff. So, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. It usually ends up leaving the face first. So, yeah, that does happen for sure. The belly still is not shrunk yet. I still have probably the same amount on the belly, so it'll happen when it happens. Weight comes off where it comes off. Honestly, what I'm aiming at right now is just kind of getting used to having it be a lifestyle and learning exactly how much my body wants to fuel up with. That's what I call it now, fuel. Like my body is a machine and I'm literally putting fuel into it to get it to run. So you need to gain weight. Oh, gain weight. Huh. And I have heard that this whole food plant-based eating can help with that as well. So, yeah, I'm sorry you have anxiety. That's rough. I've had panic attacks in life and I understand what that feels like. It's very scary and very lonely because nobody can feel in your brain how you feel or in your body how you feel. It feels kind of lonesome. So, my heart goes out to you for sure. I understand. Um But if you want, email me and I will send you some stuff. I'll send you my text number and I will send you the links that I use where you can go and watch for yourself and kind of learn the ropes about it. Um, yeah, there's a few of them that I follow. Mastering Diabetes was one of the first ones. And also, I forget what it's called, but it is Ocean Roberts. If you guys have ever heard of Baskin-Robbins ice cream, Ocean is the grandson of the Baskin-Robbins person that created Baskin-Robbins ice cream. What happened was he was in Baskin-Robbins for however many years it lasted, and then he had his son, and his son grew up, and he was going to hand over the company to his son, Ocean. And Ocean didn't want anything to do with it. He decided he wanted to look into health because I guess the great-grandfather passed away at kind of an earlier age. And everybody figured, it's probably the ice cream doing it to him because it's like high fat, high cream, high cow, everything. And and sugar, of course. He decided that he was not going to have anything to do with Baskin Robbins. He opted out of that to start his own company eventually, which was whole food plant-based, which is what he does now. And he gave up all of the wealth that came along with Baskin Robbins while his dad was still in business. He just turned it all down. He's like, I don't want your money. I don't want any part in the business. This stuff is killing people. I don't want any part of it. Yeah, really. So he started helping people get healthy, and he even helped his father get healthy. He lived like 20 something more years than they thought he was going to. So High Unhexable, interesting name. So yeah, it was an interesting story. It is an interesting story, and he talks about that. I'm doing well, thank you. Oh yeah, the number 31 flavors, the BR. Yeah. So yeah, Ocean Robbins is the one, probably one of the first ones I heard about the whole food plant-based eating. And I tried it for a little while and I'm like, I got to have meat. I'm getting headaches. I don't feel good. And I really was getting headaches. I was not feeling good. But I also realized, now I wasn't filling up on the right proteins when I did it the first time around. I really was kind of ignorant. I didn't do enough research to find out exactly what was going on with, how it was affecting my body, what I needed to be doing as far as B12. Since then, now that I'm back around on it, after all the other things I've done, the countless diets I've tried, now I know that this is super healthy for me. Doesn't mean I can never touch another piece of animal flesh. If I want to eat chicken or want to eat fish or want to eat turkey, then okay, I can. I just plain don't want to most of the time, I just don't. I love animals. I have an issue with them being killed. I've always had that issue. Um, but mostly it's just I feel so good not eating that stuff that I don't want to, but I can if I want to. There's nothing forbidden. If I want to have coconut cream pie, I'm going to have coconut cream pie. I don't care. I won't forbid myself because I'm a brat. And if you tell me I can't and no, 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 I'm going to say, the heck with you. I'm going to do what I want. I'm a rebel, so I'm going to do what I want. And that just kind of, defeats the whole purpose. So if it's not forbidden, and I know it's there if I want it, there's no real desire for it, basically. And that's kind of how it works. Like if I'm at work and they have cookies or cake or whatever, I'll have a piece if I want one. I had a cookie today. What's nice is I can eat a cookie and walk away. I can eat a piece of cake and walk away. Sometimes I'll eat a teeny tiny piece of cake and go, ooh, that was really good. I'm going to go get more. And then I will literally take the spatula on a full piece of cake and chop off a corner. There's my more. Literally. That's huge for me because, y'all, it was not a corner that I ate before. It would be like a couple more pieces that I would eat. So yeah, you have to socially eat. Exactly. And not just socially eat, me eat. I just like to eat. I love food. I love cooking. I love eating. So I'm not going to ever say, well, you can't have this. You can't have that. That's not going to happen. So yeah, basically it's a 50-50 plate. And the one that I learned the 50-50 plate from, well, first of all, let me backtrack. Ocean Robbins, okay? Ocean Robbins, I don't know if it was him. I don't think it was. Oh, it was a guy named Esselstyn, who also usually goes on with the Robbins guy. And Rip Esselstyn, I think his name is, or maybe that's not his name, but one of the Esselstyns, the son, he actually converted a whole firehouse full of guys into eating whole food plant-based. Because they were these big burly guys who are like, no, we need our meat, we need our steak, we need our bacon, and he's like, no, you don't. They're like, oh, we're going to starve, So he challenged them. He said, go on this thing with me for such and such amount of time. And, if you don't like it, it's not for you. You can go back to eating your meat, your steak, your whatever. So they tried it. And they were amazed at all the yummy, good food that they could have and that they weren't starving all the time or craving steak. And some of them stayed on it. Some of them kept doing the whole food plant-based and others of them, went back to the meat eating. But a couple of the guys, it's a documentary actually on Netflix. A couple of the guys really improved their health. Another thing is, and I don't know which documentary it is, there's so many good ones out there. There's What the Health. There's, if you ever saw the Super Size Me thing and the Super Size Me 2, you know that fast food is super unhealthy for you, the way they prepare it and everything. And it'll make you really rethink some of the stuff you put in your body a little bit. So, yeah. Anyway, so the Esselstyns, that guy actually converted the firehouse guys, I should say. And so they did that. And then after I watched that, then I found Mastering Diabetes, which is Cyrus and Robbie. Now, Mastering Diabetes I came upon because Matthew is diabetic. And I was doing everything I could to try to help him get his sugars under control. We're still working on that. Mastering Diabetes is Cyrus and Robbie. Both of them have diabetes type 1, and they take insulin. And they were able to reduce their insulin like way, way down. Now, diabetes type 1, you have to take insulin because your body does not make any insulin, and you have to have insulin to survive. So they have to take it. But they still eat whole food plant-based and lost a whole bunch of weight and got healthy and everything, and now they help other people do that. So I started watching the summits that they have online, which is kind of like a webinar. And I couldn't afford to, buy their book or whatever. And then somebody said, hey, go to the library. So as soon as I can get a hold of somebody's library card to borrow, I'm going to get a hold of the Mastering Diabetes book, maybe a couple other books, and really pour over those pages. Because I can't wait. I can't wait to read about it and, really delve into it. Anyway, so Mastering Diabetes was the next thing I watched, and I watched a couple of their summits. I watched a webinar or two, and then I watched this recent summit, and it was fascinating stuff. Now, I tried to watch the summit yesterday of the Ocean Robins, and I fell asleep, literally. Not because it was boring necessarily, or maybe it was, but I was tired. I was laying in bed with my phone on, and I just like kept dropping it on my face. Hitting myself in the lip, hitting myself in the eye. I'm like, forget this. I just set the phone down and went to sleep. But yeah, the summits were good. The webinars were very informative, and you learn a lot. And even if you can't afford to buy into the program and get coached or whatever, you learn so much just listening to them. You can take notes and go to their websites and check out their charts and such. So that was pretty cool. So I did that. I actually made myself a red, green, yellow chart right here. I don't know if you can really see that. It's kind of hard to read, but they recommend you stay in these two groups right here, the green and the yellow, and avoid as much as possible this red stuff, which would be your cookies, your cakes, and all that stuff. So, yeah, you get this chart. You can here's a little inside thing that I'm sure you probably all know anyway. You can Google anything you want to know pretty much. So I wanted to know, what is the red light, green light, yellow light thing that Mastering Diabetes is doing? So I typed in Mastering Diabetes, green light foods. And sure enough, and type in images, click on images at the top of the page, and it'll show you their charts for free. You don't have to order the book. Just go and look at their charts. Make yourself a chart, or screenshot it. Even better. We live in the electronic age where you can have things, boom, at instant, the drop of a hat. So I did that, and then I wrote my own chart. And I tried to pretty much eat those foods in those first two categories, mostly, throughout the day. And now that I have that checklist I was showing you earlier, that checklist, I think, is Dr. Fuhrman. There's quite a few. There's a handful of these guys. And then, of course, you got your naysayer, high protein, low carb people out there, keto, Yeah. And I'm not going to poo-poo any diet. If it works for you, good. And if you're not having health risks or health problems because of it, go for it, whatever. I tried keto for a while. I personally ended up with fatty liver disease. So I really don't want to go down that path again. No, I eat 2 meals a day, Northern girl. 2 meals. I eat a huge breakfast, and I eat a little slightly smaller lunch because I'm really not that hungry. I might have a snack later, like I had bananas with a little bit of melted chocolate in the microwave later on tonight at about 6, and then I stop eating at 6. I'm also doing intermittent fasting. I never really stopped doing intermittent fasting for very long. So from 6 to, I'm going to try to push my window out a little bit tomorrow. I don't know exactly when I'll eat my breakfast, maybe 9-ish. I don't know. It depends when I wake up to. Just whenever I get hungry is when I eat. Oh, nice. I had broccoli too, but I also had other stuff. So broccoli is not enough for me to, subsist on. I need more than just broccoli. And so do you, actually. You should be eating balanced meals. Broccoli is not enough. This is what I eat with my broccoli. I have a little bit of pasta noodles there. Those are those colored rotinis. Super not healthy for me, but I had already made it, and I was going to use it up. So you see broccoli is most of the plate. Little bit of avocado down on the bottom there. Some sweet potatoes, some bananas, and some pasta. Yeah, you can't just eat broccoli. Broccoli is water soluble, and you said you need to gain weight. I don't really eat eggs very much anymore. You can eat that if that's what you want to eat. You need to gain weight, so you probably should have some kind of calories in there, I would imagine. I don't have that problem. I have the opposite problem. I'm trying to lose the weight. So, not saying I never eat eggs, because eggs is not something I've totally given up, but I don't purposely buy them. If I happen to, be out and about and I need something quick, I might buy eggs. I don't know. if it's not here, I don't tend to want it. That's the thing. So I don't bring it into the house. My fridge is mostly literally like vegetables, fruits. I'll show you. Let's take a gander over at my refrigerator. Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate you too. Thank you. So this is my refrigerator. This is what I have. It's not the neatest refrigerator. Sorry about that. But you'll see this is the leftover peppers we ate tonight. A little bit of homemade hummus there. Some quinoa on the side. There's some tomatoes right there. Some garbanzo beans back there. Some mushrooms. Little bit of bean juice. I'm going to stick that in my vegetable soup when I make it. Here's some jarred sauce right here. I use that for my pasta or whatever. I use sauce for all kinds of things. Down here, I have some tomato paste, which I love tomato paste. If you've never eaten it, you need to taste it. It's delicious. Ricotta cheese was from when we did, what did we do with the ricotta cheese? Oh, we did lasagna the other day. So yes, that's a dairy product. Like I said, I'm not totally giving everything up. So that's why I say flexitarian more than anything. Silk almond milk, some lentils in here, some quinoa in here, some more quinoa up there, cabbage. I found this really cool jelly. It's called Good, no added sugar. And it literally is plant-based, gluten-free, keto-friendly, made with natural sweeteners, non-GMO. And the ingredients are erythritol, some gelling agent, I don't know, pectins and stuff. It's not terribly bad for you compared to other jellies. So yeah, I got that. Then I got some mango and I got some tricolored peppers down here and some lettuce, some cuties, some more tricolored peppers. And in the bottom drawer, I got some carrots and lettuce. In this drawer, I got some more carrots and some celery. On the door, I got all my little condiments, some vinegars, balsamic vinegar, my Thai chili sauce, some mustard. Yeah, so you see all very, very veggie based. And then in my freezer, I have cherry berry blend. I have some mango, some pineapple. I did buy some of these steam and mashed potatoes. I bought some fries. I bought some hash browns because it's just potatoes. You can just make it up. And yes, you can eat potatoes on this. Up here, I have some frozen chili that I made a while ago. Then I have some meatless grounds, corn, QUORN. So if I want to make something with like ground beef-ish type stuff, I do have that if I want it. Over here in Matthew's freezer, we got some more. Yes, we both have our own refrigerator now, which is really nice. Broccoli cuts and some peas and some corn. There's my tater tots for tater tot casserole. Some more corn. I got some mixed vegetables, California mixed vegetables. So that's his freezer. And he's got his energy drinks here. And he's got some Gatorade Zero down there. And that's our big water jug right here that we drink our water out of. And some almond milk and some vitamin waters. So yeah, a little bit of Anaheim peppers. So we got quite a bit there. And that's our meals for a month. So there you go. You just had a refrigerator tour. I still am cooking only on one burner, that little square burner that I have. And I have my air fryer. So those are kind of the two things I use. And my microwave oven. I now have a little mini food processor I use to make like salsa and things like that. That's kind of nice. I'm hoping to get a bigger food processor at some point and a bigger blender so I can make things in a blender in more volume amounts and then put it in jars so I have it. Because it's kind of hard with a magic bullet. You got to keep adding stuff to it and do a little bit at a time. Hey, Sweet Wheat again. Oh, air fryers are awesome. You can make French fries in them. You can make poppers, like with the jalapenos with the cream cheese. That's what we had tonight with our dinner. Sometimes we have it as a snack. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with an air fryer. I highly suggest you get one of those if you can, because they're wonderful. And an Instant Pot too, which, like I said, mine went on the blinker. The plug no longer worked, so we got rid of it. But I need to get another Instant Pot too to make rice and things like that. But Northern Girl, email me and I will hook you up with some links. I won't overwhelm you, I promise. I'll only give you the real basic ones and then you can go from there. Some of them might already be on my community page if you want to check that out. Oh, let me put that down. It's still the same as it always was. It's still Delusion Dispeller, even though I don't have that as my room name or my chat name, whatever. Still me. You'll still reach me. Oh, you have one and it's still in the box. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think, was it 2 of those or 2 air fryers? I can't remember. No, I think it was 2 Instant Pots because Amber bought me one and then somebody else bought me one and I gave it back and I wish I hadn't now because I could have used it when that one broke, but oh well. Anyhow, you can kind of see from my refrigerator the very vast switch from sausage and chicken and turkey being in there and fish and none of that anymore. Just mostly salad, vegetables, fruit, dressings, and then I make a lot of my own homemade dressings as well. Oh my gosh, it's like 100% sweet wheat. Within a week, I felt better. And I was concerned because I thought, like I said earlier, I used to get headaches when I would stop eating any type of animal products, animal flesh, meat type stuff. I didn't have any problem with that. I don't ever get headaches. I feel full of energy all the time, except when I eat a lot of beans. Then I feel tired and sluggish because I think there's tryptophan in beans, but I'm not sure. There's something in beans that react with your body chemistry to make you sleepy and relaxed. So if I'm going to eat beans, I'll eat them before bed so I can sleep. It'll definitely knock me out. I tried to take a nap earlier and I was just like, it's not going to happen. I get too caught up on TikTok videos and then I'm like, I can't sleep. So got up and made a little bit of a snack and grabbed my tea water and came on here to talk to you lovely people. But yeah, I definitely feel better. Amazingly. Within a week, I was shocked at how fast it happened. Just not eating animal flesh was just like, I'm not sluggish anymore. I don't feel tired super, super early. I do get tired around 8:30 still, but not like where I'm literally begging for the bed and I'm drifting off and acting dopey. That doesn't happen anymore. In fact, I could stay up later if I wanted to, but they've proven that going to bed between 10 and 2 is best for everything in your body. Literally your circadian rhythm, your equilibrium, your breathing, everything. Because that is when your whole circadian rhythm kicks in and whatever, and you're supposed to be drifting off to sleep by that time, and your body goes through that whole sleep cycle, and you need to do that. It's also when, your body starts repairing itself. That's why you don't want to be eating past like 6 o'clock, because you're trying to use up that food you ate throughout the day to do what it needs to do to repair the cells and all that. I don't know. I'm not a biology buff or anything, but yeah. So you just, it's kind of like learning to follow what your body naturally was created to do. So just to give you an idea, just to kind of pass some more time here, green light foods would consist of fruits, any type of fruits, bananas, oranges, mangoes, cherries, peaches, plums, melons, pears, apples, whatever fruits you like. Then you got your starchy vegetables like potatoes, butternut squash, spaghetti squash, corn, legumes like beans, lentils, peas. Now, I love all kinds of beans, navy beans. what are they called? Great Northern beans, I think, is another kind. There's so many brands of beans and kinds of beans that it will blow your mind. My favorite legume, which if you have not eaten it yet, you need to try it. They are called butter beans, and you put them in chili. Oh my gosh. These beans like are melt in your mouth type beans. Delicious. Then we got our intact whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, farro. I'm not sure what other grains there. There's lots of different grains. Your non-starchy vegetables like tomatoes, cucumbers, broccoli, celery, that kind of thing. Your leafy greens, any type of lettuce, arugula, spinach, kale, yeah, any of that. Herbs and spices, well, use your imagination, every kind of herb and spice known to mankind. And then mushrooms, shiitake, cremini, portobello, white button mushrooms. All of them are so good for you. Those are your green foods. So those would be obviously the very first foods, other than your whole grains probably. But the veggies and the leafies and all that, you eat those first. Half of your plate full of those. And then your yellow light foods, you want to kind of minimize. Like, I don't eat as much avocado anymore. I don't eat as much nuts and seeds or peanut butter. Little bit of almond milk. But almond milk, honestly, is mostly water. So that's not that harmful. Soy, I eat very, very little soy. I try to avoid soy unless it's like maybe a fake meat that I'm adding to something. Like, I love making chicken soup with whole grain noodles if I want noodles in it, or lots of veggies. And then I take the fake chicken and put that in there, and it tastes like chicken soup, and it's delicious. And of course, vegetable broth. Coconut meat, I really don't eat coconut that much anymore. I don't eat coconut oil anymore. I don't eat any kind of oil. Except, like I said, sometimes I will put some in the pan if what I'm making is going to stick. I try not to eat oil, though. Pasta from vegetables like lentil pasta, rice pasta. What other kinds of pastas are there? There's all kinds of them now. I love, what's it called? Miracle rice or miracle noodles. I love those. Those are the yam-based noodles. Those are good, but you got to make sure if you're going to eat those, you want to dump them in a pan, cook all the water off of them, and then take a scissors and literally chop them up as small as you can get them, or you will choke. You will. But if you chop them up, you'll do better with those. Still chew them really well, because you got to be careful. There are people that have almost choked to death on those noodles. Sprouted bread, that's a yellow light food. So you can have bread, but you don't want to eat a lot of bread, especially if you're trying to lose weight, obviously. Dried fruits, again, yellow light. Very, very few. Dates, raisins, dried apricots. Dried fruit is, it's going to be a higher in fat food or higher starch food. And then sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, fermented foods, again, minimal amounts, moderate amounts, whatever. And then the red lights, come on, you all know what that is. Meat, red meat, white meat, eggs, dairy, oils, fish, shellfish, baked goods, sweeteners, refined white flour, pasta bread, flour, sugar, coconut products, processed vegan foods, like I was telling you, that chicken stuff I use once in a while. Ice cream, milk, sweets, that's all red light. That's almost avoided if you can, or have very, very little of it. So, yeah. But honestly, if you fill up on the green light and the red light foods, you really don't think about the green light and the yellow light foods. You don't really feel like the red light foods very often. You don't really miss them. I don't anyway. I don't know if you would, but I really don't. And I was surprised because, well, of course, I don't forbid myself them anyway. Like I said, I had a cookie today. I had a piece of cake the other day. I have no problem eating that. I also am still trying to stay within my calorie deficit, my calorie amount, because I am trying to lose weight. Once I lose the weight and get it off of me, which I pray happens one of these days soon, then I can just pretty much, be a little bit more relaxed about things and have a little bit more of this or that if I want it. Anyhow, it just feels good to eat good. It feels really good to eat healthy. I'm a different person. I think I have a better attitude. I'm more tolerant of people, which bodes well for me because I'm a social person. So I'm active in churches. I am active at work. I'm always out there, out and about doing stuff. And I've come a long way from that person that really kind of hibernated and stayed reclusive to myself and didn't trust to go out and do stuff. Um, Now I'm, like I said, more of a social person, more involved in things. I still don't like driving at night, though. That's still scary to me. So, anyway, yeah, that's that. So, Super Serial, you wanted to change the topic. You got us talking about some interesting things, I think, way back when, or maybe somebody did. So you can get us onto another topic if you like. Actually, I think Northern Girl got us on a new topic, which was fine. That was perfect. I'm good with that. I am still working on more cult videos. I kind of lost my notes that I was looking on to make my videos. I'm kind of upset about that. I'm hoping I can find where I set the paper because I had some really good notes written out that were very concise, and that's what I was using to kind of go off of. So I am hoping that that can be, that I find that, so I can get back at it and do the next part on it. Otherwise, I'll just probably find some other cult tactics to talk about if I can't find the original thing that I was going off of. All my kitties are sleeping apparently right now. Everybody's tired around here. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Anyway, that's about all that's going on in my neck of the woods, y'all. Anybody want to talk about anything else? If not, I might pop off and go and see if I can't watch some more whole food plant-based stuff, and maybe see if I have Northern Girl's email in my email. I can just start sending her some links on things. Oh, I know what I can tell you guys. So my daughter Carol may have found a church. It's kind of a Pentecostal type church. So, oh, thank you. I will definitely read it and get right back to you, Northern Girl. Hopefully, as soon as I'm done rambling on here. And she invited me to attend the church with her. So tomorrow night, I think I'm going to be going to a Bible study to check it out. Pretty sure it's a sister church to another church that I've been to, which is fine. They were a good church. I liked them, but I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't stay at that other place. I don't know why I didn't. I'm not sure why I didn't get more into that or whatever. Maybe I'll get more into this one. I don't know. I make no guarantees on churches. I'm just, my whole attitude about church has changed a lot over the years. I used to think you had to be there every time the door opened or you were like heading to eternal separation from God one day, but I don't really feel that way anymore. I feel like I have a relationship with the Creator and I'm good with it. So I do enjoy fellowshipping with people. I enjoy hearing the messages and getting prayer and things like that. So I think I'll enjoy it. I think it'll be good. I'm pretty encouraged that Carol is the one that actually reached out to me and invited me, because usually it's me trying to get her to go to church. But yeah. So she is in the middle of a divorce right now. So she's making some other decisions in her life and she's happy. So I'm glad for her. Glad she's happy. I know how that is to be miserable for a long, long time and put up with a lot of stuff that We really ought not to, but we don't see a way out, basically. You do what you got to do to survive sometimes in life. But yeah, things are changing a lot in the family, and that's okay. It's as it should be. You know, time goes on, people change, and things happen. Anyway, what else can I talk to y'all about? I don't know. All the cats are asleep. That means they'll probably be up driving us nuts all night. That's what they do. They sleep early and then they're up all night. I guess I will go check Northern Girls email if nobody has anything else you want to chit chat about. I really appreciate you coming in and chatting with me today. Sweet Weed and Northern Girl and Super Cereal and Evelyn. It was very nice to see all of you. I don't know where half of my friends that used to come on at night and chat with me are. I purposely come on at night because I figure everybody's going to be around, but when I come on, I don't see them, and then I hear them in the comments. It's like, where were you? Why weren't you in the room? Yeah. You too. Well, I won't take care. I'll be taking joy, but, you know, I cast my cares upon him. I'm not taking any cares. I got enough cares to deal with from other people's issues. But I will take some joy with me, for sure. I'll cast the care and take the joy. I might just go and work out a little bit more. Haven't decided what I want to do, if I want to do some more Zumba Sulu or if I want to maybe lift some weights or something, maybe do a little bit of rebounding. Not really sure. I'll decide. Figure something out. All right, y'all. I guess I'll go. You guys have a great night. Thanks for listening to me ramble on like you do. Thank you, Northern Girl. I'm going to get right back to you. I'm going to go read your email and I will send you out some stuff. And you can keep in touch with me on my text message. I'll send you that out too, so you can text me. All right. Y'all have a great day. Oh, by the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if it is of interest to you. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share with all your friends, and ring the little bell so you don't miss future videos like this or future live streams like this or any of my cult videos or my dancing videos or singing videos or cooking videos or where I ramble on and on about all the eating things I do now. All right. We'll see you on the other side, y'all. Have a great night. The next video probably will be another cult video, so be looking for that one soon, probably sometime this week. Be blessed. Shalom. See you soon.